I'm at the Legacy Flight Museum in Rexburg today, where they have at least 14 different aircraft on display, some of them dating back to World War II. Joseph Law, one of the museum's volunteers, is going to show me two different airplanes, the Grumman S-2 Tracker and the P-63 King Cobra.
This aircraft was very forward-thinking compared to what the rest of the world or the previous generation of fighter bomber type aircraft were doing. One of the first things it has is the tricycle type landing gear, which is a lot more stable and gives the pilot a better sight line for takeoff and landing. The main claim to fame with this aircraft is the placement of the two gun systems. The big gun, the 37mm cannon, is designed to shoot right out the propeller boss, so it's all right on the center line of the aircraft. And then it's got two 50 calibers with the smaller cartridge container, and those are designed to shoot out with synchronization in between the blades of the propellers due to the interrupter gear that operates off of a small cam and takes the firing pin out of operation when the propellers are right in front of the barrels of the 50 caliber. Yes, a lot of them had the guns on the wing, and there's certain advantages from that type of configuration. But for a ground attack role, which this eventually evolved into on the Russian front against the Nazi onslaught, it was a perfect placement for that type of role. To facilitate that, they placed the engine behind the pilot, and you can see the advanced structure that was really quite ahead of its time in order to give it extended range when it was in the ground attack role. It has an extra tank here with 75 US gallons, and they would use these tanks off first and then drop them. They were expendable, and then they would drop them before they got into a combat situation. For purposes of the museum, it's really quite a nice complement to the other aircraft we have, such as the P-51 Mustangs. And it really makes a nice picture when they come by in a low high-speed pass. To watch the wing fold mechanism in action is really impressive, to just watch it unfurl its wings and lock down. It's an incredible feat of engineering that they've done here, where the wings are angled so that they crisscross, and then you've got all of this hydraulic assembly and sturdy locking devices that come down with hydraulically driven pins that lock the wing in place. The takeoff is incredibly critical, and so this aircraft has something unique in the rudder assembly. Normally, the rear part of the rudder is the operational part, but if they need an extra bit of lift due to a faltering engine or so forth, these two rudder pieces can be linked to each other, and the whole assembly will swing and can raise a wing on the side with the faltering engine. It also has the extra tail hook to slow the aircraft on descent, and an anti-strike wheel on the tail to protect the belly of the aircraft.
Now, of course, you can come and see the aircraft on display yourself. The museum is open from Memorial Day through Labor Day, and there's also an air show on June 15th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. In Rexburg, I'm Rhett Nelson with EastIdahoNews.com. Thanks for watching.